Yo, what it is? Look, man, we gotta get some shit in perspective, man. You feel me? So, Charleston White, back at it again. Interview with SAYCHEESE. It's starting to become a recurring thing where I'm bringing up these interviews that Charleston White is doing with SAYCHEESE. But it's because it need to be done. Because he's going up on these platforms. SAYCHEESE is giving this man a platform. Huge one. To get on there and say the most outlandish shit that sounds smart. It sounds like he's telling the truth or he know what he's talking about. And it's not really Charleston White that get me upset. It's the people in the comments. It's the praise. And a lot of things that he's saying is either common sense or it's a straight up lie or it's incomplete. Now, before I get into this video, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. You feel me? Because we gotta get this in order. Right now, black people are just trying to grab on to anything as a substance. You feel me? We'll elevate anybody to the top and hail this person as some type of savior. When in reality, they just saving themselves while the ship is sinking. You feel me? So, Charleston White get on SAYCHEESE and he say this.
Fans always want me to ask you, why don't you say anything about police brutality? You never speak out about police killing people.
When last time police done killed a nigga?
That shit happens a lot.
But
it may not be George Floyd media status, but that shit happens a lot.
Okay, so I often look at those statistics. The police shoot more mentally ill white men than anybody. The white boy mama who done called the police on him because he had to have. So if you look at the statistics, the police on the average shoot more white people than they do black people. I'm a guy that's big on statistics. Police shootings, and I want people to really hear me, homie. Police shootings, killing the unarmed nigga, is the least of our problems in America.
So you heard the question. People want to know, or his fans or supporters want to know, why is it that he don't speak on police brutality? You know? Fair question. And the answer Charleston White gave is incomplete. Incomplete. And if you go to the comments section and read the comments, in some of these comments is saluting him like you saying the truth. This needed to be heard. And it's not true. It's not accurate. Not 100%. He's giving incomplete facts. But he say he's a man, he like numbers. So we're going to play numbers today. We're going to dive into the real numbers and what these numbers mean. Because that's the thing, and I'm noticing this is what a lot of people do, not just Charleston White. A lot of people just talk. And they know that for the most part, black people not going to go back and fact check it. They're not going to go read. We're not going to go read. So we just because it sound intelligent, we're going to take it as fact. But in reality, it's not. So he say police brutality is not a real issue. We got other issues that need to be attended to. That's true. We do. We do have other issues that need to be attended to. But we can attend to this as well because it is a problem. Now, he wasn't lying. There are more white people killed by police officers than blacks. That's a fact. You feel me? But when you dive deeper into the numbers, which we're going to do, you got to take into account that black people are only 12 to 13% of the population, compared to 60 to 70% white. So when you check out these numbers, You see that there are more white people killed than blacks. But like I said, when you factor in that we are 12% of the population, there's no way that the number should be this close. So say you got 300 white people killed compared to 200 blacks. That's saying that the rate that blacks are being killed by police are much higher because we're not even half them. So why is it that the police are killing us more than half of the percentage that they're killing white people? So yes, it is a problem. And black people are dying at faster rates. So we got to get that understood, man. You can't just get up on somebody's platform and sound smart. But Charleston White say here, man, in numbers, so he must know this. But it's starting to seem like to me he got an agenda that he's pushing. And if people keep following Charleston White, you're gonna have us back under stop and frisk policies. Charleston White is slowly moving us back into the 90s. Where police can do anything to black people, where you can just walk down the street, mind your business, they can stop and harass you, strip you in the middle of the streets. And black people are participating in our own demise. Because we champion it without doing the proper research. So another thing he mentioned in the video, Tamir Rice.
When I watched the country not have no outrage for Tamir Rice, there was no need for me to speak. There was no need for me to speak on police brutality.
Charleston White said there was no outrage when Tamir Rice got murdered. No outrage. And if you notice, what he did when he first asked him a question, he grabbed his mouth. That's a telltale sign. If people didn't know, when somebody grabbed their mouth when they talking, that's a telltale sign of a lie that's ready to be told. You can look it up. Google it. I ain't give you nothing but facts. He's uncomfortable. He wasn't ready for that question. He's been dodging that question since he's been talking. Because it's valid. But what you're not going to do is get up here and lie and think that it's going to be no pushback. So when the officers got found that they wasn't going to be criminally charged in Tamir Rice's case, this is what happened.
The Cleveland officials are appealing for calm today after a grand jury decided not to indict 2 police officers in the killing of a 12-year-old boy in a playground. Prosecutors say a video shows Tamir Rice pulling out a pellet gun just before last year's shooting. There were protests as far away as New York City. More are likely today. DeMarco Morgan is in Cleveland, where the county prosecutor said a series of mistakes led to Tamir's death.
So you hear that, it was outrage. Oh, we to New York. So it was outrage when Tamir Rice passed. What people must have forgot because it was a couple years ago. The black community in the world, for the most part, was upset, pissed about that in the United States. But Charleston White didn't get up and speak about that because Charleston White don't care about none of these things. Even when you deal with his program, that's not his program. He's just the face of it. He's not the one actually putting in the work. He's on the internet too much. People got to start using common sense, man, and start thinking for themselves and stop letting these people get out in front of y'all and think for us. There's no way he's running all these programs if he's on the internet 24/7. That's common sense. That's common knowledge. So then Charleston White, as the interview go on, he say this.
Is the least of our problems. They ain't shot now nigga on his way to school. They ain't shot no nigga getting off work. They ain't shot no nigga in a high visibility construction vest. They ain't shot a nigga in no suit. They ain't shot now nigga with his pants pulled up and his shirt tail tucked in. They ain't shot no.
So now he's saying that no black man was killed by the police on their way to work with a vest on, with a suit on, with their pants pulled up. That's what he's saying, right? It's crazy, how we just forget everything. Do y'all remember Elijah McClain?
Hey, stop right there. Stop. 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 I have a right to stop you because you're being suspicious.
Well, okay.
Turn around.
No,
Turn around.
actually, your hands are
Turn around.
Stop.
Stop tensing up, dude. Stop tensing up, bro. Stop tensing up. Stop tensing up.
Who is sketchy? He might be a good person or a bad person.
Yeah.
But mask on.
I am an introvert. Please respect the boundaries that I am speaking.
Relax.
Stop. I'm going home.
Relax or I'm going to have to change this situation. Dude, hey, stop.
Leave me alone.
Sir, can you please cooperate?
You leave me alone.
No, we're gonna talk to
You
you.
guys started to rush me, and I was stopping my music to listen. Now let go of me. Let me go.
You guys.
I intend to take my power back, and I intend to be centered.
No,
I intend to be centered.
just grab your gun, dude.
Stop, dude.
Give us more. Give us some more units. We're fighting them.
Relax.
Bring that arm back. We'll give him a couple.
My name is Elijah McClain.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
all.
I'm ready to use carotid.
That's what I was doing. I was just going home. Why? I'm an introvert and I'm different.
Don't get up, dude. It's not gonna be good for you. I'm telling you right now.
If you keep messing around, I'm gonna bring my dog out. He's gonna dog bite you. You understand me?
So when the ambulance gets here, we're going to go ahead and give him
All the dogs are okay.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Perfect, dude. Perfect.
We'll give that a couple of minutes and then we'll put him on.
Whatever he's on,
Yeah.
he has incredible strength.
Yeah, crazy strength.
Ketamine, so.
Now, Elijah McClain wasn't shot. But when you're dealing with police brutality, it's just not shootings. It's just not shootings. Now, we just went through the shooting statistics. But if we was to break them numbers down even more and get to just the everyday harassment, oh my God, I don't even think they got a stat for that. I think when people was to see that stat, it'd be mind blown. That's why, yo, we got a duty and obligation as black people in America, yo, to change this narrative. And that's what we doing on Keep It G over here at Keep It G blogging, man. That's what we do on Keep It G podcast, man. We getting the narrative right. Because you got people that get up and they got these talking points. And all y'all is talking points. Just like this black on black crime thing. We all heard that. We let that narrative get expanded, go on for decades. Years. Black on black is a major crime in America. Right? We all heard it. Now, we're not going to be naive and say that blacks not killing blacks at high rates. But when you're dealing with those numbers, you got to crunch them down as well. You feel me? Because just like blacks are killing each other at, 91%? White people are killing each other at 84%. So it's not too much of a difference. Now, we are killing at higher rates. We're killing each other faster. But why is that? It's not because black people are crazy. It's not because black people lost their mind. We're not insane. It's because of poverty. Poverty breeds crime. So, since there's more black people living in poverty, on top of the indoctrinated mind that we got from being over here in these states and the things that we was taught, our numbers are higher. But Charleston White want black people locked away in prison. He supports stop and frisk. But we already know what that did to our community in the 90s. We know that's a recipe for disaster. We know that doesn't work. So why do we have so many people in our community standing behind this message? When it's actually hazardous, it's actually dangerous. And it's actually going to put us back into the 90s. And I don't think that we want to go there. I don't think we want to go back to the 90s. I think that we're progressing. Yes, there's still a problem with us killing each other. That's true. But the way you solve that problem economically. You solve that problem with resources. You don't solve that problem by locking people up. Because do y'all really trust the justice system? Do y'all really trust the court system to do the right thing? To be able to navigate between the criminals and the citizens? Because I don't. Now let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments, man. Do y'all feel Charleston White argument? Or is y'all rocking with the real, man, and y'all starting to see what's really going on? Man, make sure y'all leave a comment, man. Make sure you like, comment, share this video, man, and subscribe. You heard me? I'm out.
Hey, Baltimore, bitch, I'm reppin' Baltimore. Young street nigga, dope boy, I come from Baltimore. Young niggas be shining on them dirt bikes, we be wildin', sellin' scramble all the houses. About to hit the block, you know it's trapping time. Gotta watch what I say, cause they might tap the line.